Go shout it, 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 go shout it. Started do her thing like no other. 9 to 5 and working on side. Hit the gym, showing up.
Hey guys, it's your girl Erica G, and the place to be is here. Welcome to Queen Flex Podcast. If you're new to the Queen's Game, subscribe to the channel right now and turn that notification on down below so that you do not miss any of the hot topics that we talk about here on Queen Flex. If you cannot watch, follow and favorite my podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Anchor. Remember, flex like the queen you are, live life to the fullest, and be a boss. Okay, today, queens, it will be just a little on me. Once again, you know, sometimes I just gotta give you guys a little every now and then, just me and you, personal one-on-one conversation, give y'all a little bit of relatability, give y'all a little bit of love, and just kind of give us some one-on-one girl time. You feel what I'm saying? So let's get into the topic of today. As you can see by the title, today we are talking about being your own validation, forgiveness, and confidence in you. And guys, if you tune in to my live on Wednesday, actually, of this week, we talked about forgiveness, and it was a great and fantastic conversation that went extremely wonderful on not only on Instagram but on TikTok, and it was wonderful. And I just want to thank you guys for tuning into Live Mondays and Live Wednesdays. Y'all really showed out this week. I hope y'all will do the same for next week and the weeks on, you know, coming up and going forward from now on. But I just wanted to say that conversation was so good that today I had to just kind of touch base on forgiveness and how it actually links right back to self-love and being your own validation, having that confidence within yourself, because it all stems from one thing, and it all stems from self-love that you have within yourself. And so forgiveness is one thing I love to say, is that forgiveness is the beginning of healing. And not only is it the beginning of healing and your self-love journey, but it's so connected with who you are as a person and your character and how you're becoming and evolving as not only as a woman, because guys listen to the podcast also, so fellas, I won't forget about you, but it all relates back to who you are becoming as a person. And so I just really wanted to touch base on this topic really, really quickly. And I think it's just time for people to accept the fact that forgiveness brings accountability, and that is why it's such a hard topic to talk about. I think it just needs to be more talked about. People are so scared to talk about forgiveness only because people don't want to forgive. It's that simple. You feel me? Like, it's so simple that our pride gets in the way of who we are trying to become, just because we cannot forgive the people from our past and move the on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it a stack. Let's keep it 100. If we do not, how can we move forward? How can we be a better person? How can we keep going in this life and start this self-love journey? Because that's what we all are talking about, especially in 2022. We're talking about love. We're talking about self-love. We're talking about independent women, modern day women. We're talking about how everybody basically wants to be their own boss. Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Everybody wants to be everything, but nobody wants to forgive anybody from the past. How in the world are you going to lead people? Everybody wants to be a leader, but nobody wants to forgive. How can you be a leader, but you don't want to forgive the people from your past? I'm not saying to let those people back in your life or always keep those people around, because if them people hurt you, take who they are. You feel me? Take who they are as a person. Take who they are. They showed you who they are. Accept who they are. But at the same time, accept them for where they at and love them from a distance. You don't have to keep people in your life just because you forgive them. And I think people get that so confused. Wednesday night, on Wednesday, one of my followers actually said that forgiveness can feel like that person is getting away with what they've done, or it feels like I'm being defeated. And I think that's why we as people, we get so defensive and we get so upset due to the fact that we really think I'm losing if I forgive you. And that's not the case. You feel what I'm saying? It's not the case at all. Because if you forgive that person, you're doing it for you, babe. You're not doing it for anybody else. You're not doing it for your mama, your daddy. You're not doing it for your sister, your brother, or your cousin, or whatever. You're doing it for you to be a better person. Like I said on Wednesday, take the lesson. Take the lesson. Leave the situation in the past. Leave it where it's at. Because at the end of the day, you take those lessons and you become a better person. You learn from the lessons. Take the lesson. Take the lesson so you can move forward in life. And then you can move to that next step of confidence and being your own validation. When you start in your self-love journey and you begin to say, I forgive this person for what they've done to me. I forgive the people that's hurt me, caused me pain, did me wrong, did me low down and dirty, ran over me, walked all over me, used me, whatever the case may be, abused me in any kind of way. Guess what? You're putting yourself first. Because now that situation can be at rest and you're not carrying that anymore. You're not carrying that chain, that yoke anymore. You're not carrying it as a burden. And when you carry stuff as a burden, you can't be confident in who you are because you have blockages. You have your wall up against yourself sometimes. Because I can't even trust myself, because if I can't forgive them, I know damn sure I'm not forgiving myself for the things that I've done towards me or the mistakes that I've made. And if I can't forgive myself, how am I becoming a better person? How am I loving myself? How am I going to be confident? How am I going to be able to validate myself and put myself as my validation and not others? When you find yourself validating yourself through other people, and I'm talking from experience because I literally feel like I'm learning this every single day, to take my power back. Take your power back, babe. Take your crown back, boo. Take your crown, put it on your head, and be the queen that you are, be the king that you are, and be you. Point blank, period. If you can do that, you'll be able to walk differently. Earn your confidence. Go work out. People keep talking about you, about your weight, or talk about whatever they want to talk about when it comes down to you. Baby, go. It's not even about proving them wrong. Do what's best for you. If you love your body, baby, stretch your body. Stretch your stuff and let them hate from the back. You feel what I'm saying? Let them hate from the back. It's cool. You can stay back there. I'm going to keep it pushing. I'm going to keep it forward. Because as me being able to look myself in the mirror and say, yo, I earned that. earn that. Confidence is earned. Confidence is not given. Confidence is earned. Earned through the hard work that we put into ourselves every single day. Mom, when you taking care of them kids, boo, and you feel like you defeated, you feel like you're a bad parent, go look yourself in the mirror and say, yo, I got this, because I'm doing it every single day. I'm not giving up on my kids. I'm not giving my kids away. I'm not abandoning my children. I'm doing what I gotta do to be a parent and be a mom. Wifey, when you ain't able to do every single thing you want to do for your husband, baby, you better look that man in your eyes and say, hey, I'm a damn good wife. Just because I have bad days sometimes don't mean that I love you less. I'm a bomb ass wife, and you lucky to have me, boo. Period, point blank. And if you ain't married and you ain't in a relationship or you ain't got no kids, look yourself in the mirror. Give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. Give yourself mercy. Because those little things, those little details, those little, give yourself those little celebrations. Give yourself those pat on the backs and those hype ups in the bathroom when you getting ready in the morning. Give yourself those affirmations and that love that you need. Give it to yourself. Don't worry about what other people say. Don't worry about the haters and the bystanders. It's so funny. This scene from one of Cat Williams, I want to say it's one of his like comedy shows or something like that, and he's like, ladies, y'all worried about a hater, let them hate. You need to be worried. You got 17 haters, you need to figure out how to get to 18 by the night. You feel what I'm saying? Because baby, nobody's validation is worth it more than your own. Period. Nobody's validation is worth it more than your own. Be the best you. You can be every single day, and it all stems from self-love. Begins with forgiveness, loving yourself, gaining that confidence, understand where you're going and the steps you need to take to get there. You know what I'm saying? So it just brings me right back to the word that comes in my mind every single time I think of the word forgiveness. I think of validation. I think of confidence. It all stems from two things, and those two things are self-love and accountability. And when I say that, I'm like, let's really think about it. You feel what I'm saying? Let's really think about it. Forgiveness brings out accountability. Point blank, period. It brings out accountability. It shows you that, yo, I can look at this situation and say, okay, where did I go wrong? What could I have done differently? What could I have said differently? What can I have communicated differently? What could I have acted differently? You have to look at yourself in the mirror every single day. Though nobody else has to look you in the mirror but you. At the end of every single day, nobody has to lay with you, nobody has to sleep with you, nobody has to. You came into this world by yourself. You're gonna leave by yourself. You have to own yourself. You have to own your validation. You have to own your accountability. We not always right, ladies. We ain't always right, and that's okay. It's okay. It's okay that I'm not always right. That's fine. I'm gonna take accountability for the part that I did wrong. I did wrong because it takes two to tango. I'm not arguing with myself. You feel me? So take accountability from the situation at hand. What did I do wrong? What could I have done differently? Could I have stepped differently? Can I move differently? Could I have said something differently? You know what I'm saying? Take your part and take your play in it. And then look at it from that person's perspective. And then say, yo, I forgive you. And that doesn't always apply to every single situation. Some situations are way harder than others. such as things like rape, things like domestic abuse. I didn't do anything to you. You just took advantage of me. You took something from me. You did something towards me. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm supposed to forgive you. You probably hurt me more than anybody else in this probably whole entire world has ever. And I'm supposed to forgive you. How am I supposed to forgive you? It's not easy. I'm not saying that forgiveness is easy, guys. I'm saying that forgiveness holds you accountable to take the wheel of your own life. Take the wheel of your life. Understand that this forgiveness begins the healing of you and the self-love that you need. No one else needs that. No one else needs your love. No one else needs anything from you besides maybe children. But guess what? You have to love you first before anyone else can love you. Before mama love you, daddy love you, husband, sister, brother, cousin, kids, whoever. Nobody else can love you harder and more than yourself. Besides maybe God. Literally. That's it. And because of that, we have to learn how to deal with up here. We have to learn how to deal with our minds. How can we heal? How can we move forward? How can I love myself more? And it starts with forgiveness. Because then once you start forgiving people, once you start working on yourself, once you start becoming a better person, once you start flexing like the queen you are. I tell y'all this every single episode. Flex like the queen you are. Live life to the fullest and be a boss. I'm putting those affirmations inside of you. You want to be that boss. You want to live life to the fullest, but you don't know how. Pour it into yourself. Flex like the queen that you are. Flex like the king that you are and be a boss. Be you. Find your authenticity. Find that thing that God is trying to pull out of you. What's that one thing? I want y'all to think about this right now. What's that one thing that God is just like, yo, he just keep bringing back into your life. Keep bringing back to your life. Every time you leave this one thing, what is that thing that he's just trying to pull out of you? He's trying to pull your purpose out. He's trying to pull out your confidence. He's trying to show you that, yo, the only validation you need is between me and you. So, with that being said, yo, you gotta forgive people. Let it go. I know it's hard and I know it hurts, but you gotta let it go. Let it go. Let go and let God. Straight up. Let go and let God. Don't even listen to the, oh, I'm gonna forgive. I can forgive you, but I won't forget. No, forgive and forget. That's the original saying. Forgive and forget. Us as people, we've made it, oh, I'm going to forgive you, but I'm not going to forget. No, forget. Forget the situation. Remember the lesson, but forget the situation, because it wasn't about the situation. The situation at hand was to show you what this person's true colors were, to show you who this person is at this time, because people do change in time and in life as life continues to go and grow. We change as people and we have a right to. Now, I'm not saying that your change should be is going to be good or bad, but you will change. And with that, you have to understand, yo, I'm changing. I'm going to forgive this person for the betterment of myself. I'm going to take the lesson and keep it pushing. Take the lesson and keep it pushing. You feel me? So, let's just, as I wrap up today's show, I know it wasn't the longest show I've ever done, but I really just wanted to give y'all an episode of affirmation and love and let you know, yo, I'm thinking about y'all. I'm praying for y'all every single day. I'm pushing for y'all. I'm rooting for you. I'm supporting you. I love you. I thank y'all for watching my show and tuning into the podcast every single day. Y'all gotten me to 46 subscribers after only 5 episodes. This is episode 6, and I thank you. You're bomb. You're awesome. You can forgive that person. You can be your own validation. You don't need other people's validation to understand who you are. If you don't understand who you are, go search and find. Go read a book. Go listen to that podcast. Go look at yourself in a mirror and honestly just write down, what the hell is wrong with me? What's my problem? And how can I fix it? Do I need to go to the gym? Do I need to read more? Do I need to go to church? Do I need to just work harder? Do I need to, how can I get to the goal that I am trying to get to? How can I get there? And put a time on it. Put a time on it. I wanna be this by the time I'm 25. Guess what? I wanted to be a podcaster by the time I was 25. I'm doing it. I wanted to be a fashion stylist by the time I was 25 years old. I'm not doing it yet, but that just means, hey, yo, you gotta go harder, boo. You gotta go harder. You gotta keep pushing. You gotta keep working. Yes, it gets tiring. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I'm a sister. I'm a sister-in-law. I'm a daughter. I'm a cousin. I call myself a therapist sometimes. I'm a friend. I'm a manager. I have my own businesses. I have a lot on my plate, but I will always find time to do exactly what I want to do. I'm a student. I'm in school for fashion right now. So guess what? I'm working towards it. I'm going towards it. I'm earning it every single day. Every time I wake up and hit the pavement, I hit my knees, I pray, and I say, God, I forgive those that hurt me. Allow me and teach me to take the lessons from the situation and not remember the situation at hand, because that's not why he brought that situation to you. That's not why he brought that situation to you. He brought that situation so that you learn from it, so that you can learn the lesson, accept it as a blessing, because that's what it really is. It's a blessing in disguise to make you a better person, to be better for who you're striving to be. Because once we start doing that, I promise you, you're gonna earn us as people want to earn what we got. I want to earn it. I don't want to be giving it to you. I don't want it to just be given to me, because then I'm not going to be grateful for it. So if I forgive, if I'm working hard, if I'm hitting the mud, if I'm hustling, if I'm doing what I got to do every single day, I'm earning the confidence, I'm earning the right to hold my head up high and strut my stuff and put my crown on my head, baby. Guess what? I don't need nobody else to validate me, because I've worked for me. I worked hard on me. I built me. Nobody else built me. Nobody else did it. Yes, I took Miss Sue from up the street. I took her criticism to heart, but at the same time, she was the only one to see me do better. She only wanted to see me do better. You understand what I'm saying? So take it. Take it as a blessing. Don't take it as a defense. Don't take it as an offense. Don't take it as, oh, they just hating on me. Because sometimes people will tell you stuff, and it's not because they hate on you. It's because they know you can do better, and they see the potential that you have in you, and they trying to pull it out. We need those people too. So, look at life through a different lens. Look at it from a different perspective. Forgive, forget, build, and earn that confidence that you want and that you're striving to do. Write down what I need to do to accomplish the confidence that I'm looking for in myself. What are those things that I need to do in order to love myself a little bit more? What things do I need to let go? What things do I need to pick up? What things do I need to look in the mirror and say, yo, we need to fix that because it's a problem? It's becoming a problem in all my relationships. It's becoming a problem in my life. It's hindering me from being great and chasing my dreams. What are those things? Write it all down. Certain things you can't take out of your life, love. You can't take out your kids. You can't take out your family. But you can learn from those people and say, how can I be better, not only for myself, but for you guys also? Because sometimes it sins with us. Sometimes we need to just forgive our own selves. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, look yourself in the mirror and say, yo, I forgive you. I know sometimes that list may be long, and sometimes those words just need to be had from yourself, yo. Be the best you so you can validate you. I'm not saying go step into a motion of cockiness, because cockiness and confidence is different, and I'm coming with that episode very soon. But validate yourself so that you can be confident in who you are, so that you can become the person you're trying to become. Understand your self-love. Love yourself. Be true to you. And understand the person that you want to be. I love you guys. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Erica Valina and at Queen Flex Podcast for live Mondays and Q&A Wednesdays. Guys, I just really want to say thank you. Thank you so much for listening to me today. I hope that this episode helps one more person other than myself. Let's take those necessary steps to be confident, to walk in the person that we're striving to be. Take accountability, forgive not only ourselves but the others from our past, and remain flexing like the queen that you are. I am your girl, Erica G, and I'm out. Peace.